Delightful regards, everyone. I am Deviously Rebels. That's the channel, at least. And I'm back today in my creative Minecraft world. It's been a minute since I recorded last, and I've been meaning to record sooner, but life happens. This is my cheating sign because I cannot keep myself in track, so I've welcomed you. And I want to thank my commenters. On my first episode, there was a few of you, my friends from the cruise on my vacation that I took, and y'all not recorded. Wow, I cannot speak. It's been a long day. I opened at work, and then I got off work, but I was an hour late leaving work because our ice machine is not working. Um, so I had to go deliver ice. Um, yeah. So I wanted to thank my commenters for commenting on my first episode, my first intro to my channel. Um, my friends from the cruise mostly were very, very supportive. Family as well. I appreciate that. It's very, very thoughtful of you guys. As you can see, if you've not been reading, it is take 3 of episode 2. Um, yeah, the first take I spent 26 odd minutes recording, only to find out that sorry for the earthquake. I had kind of botched my audio as I'm going to touch my microphone. Um, it was too close to my mouth, and every P sound, S sound, it was earthquake again. Sorry. Um, it was just horrible audio. And this time I have tried to keep the microphone away from my mouth. So maybe I can get through this episode. I did a bit of an audio check. Hi, sheepy. I did an audio check, which I should be doing every time, but I did an audio check this time. Oh, sorry for the fly. Fly, shoo. I'm not sure it'll go away. Anyway, so I did an audio check, and for some reason I got this weird accent. It's been a weird accent day. Um, I've probably had too much caffeine. So yeah, I did change up not my audio, it's the same headset from last time, but I set up my camera situation. I still have my phone in that clampy neck business. Shoo fly. I just have my Switch in tabletop mode instead of holding it, and I have everything sat on a flat surface, I guess. But I'm still sat up in bed, so every little movement I make transfers from the bed through my tabletop surface and makes the camera shake. So I will try not to move. Or maybe Minecraft will just be earthquake mode, for you guys at least. So back to my cheat sign to keep me on track and keep this episode a little bit shorter than the first one. I did some building off screen. I already did the. Did I do the dental update? No, I didn't do the dental update. Well, I'll get to that. I did some building off screen. I did, for continuity's sake, want to start in the hole that I left myself off in, just cuz. But I did come back to the hole because I like the poppy flowers. The poppy flowers are really nice. They're like one of my favorite Minecraft flower. Um, yeah, and I had seen a cute donkey. It went down the hole. So it probably is still there because it didn't come back, and this hole doesn't go anywhere. Oh wait, it does. There's the baby donkey. Hello, baby donkey. I've never seen those face markings on a donkey before. Anyway, back on track. So yeah, continuity, hole that goes to nowhere, just like, my ambitions. Ha, funny. Uh, So back on track. Dental update. I wrote that there just 'cause it's my excuse. It's my excuse for not recording sooner. Um, I should have grabbed a water. I have a water, but um, thinking out loud. So my excuse for not recording sooner. I did go to the dentist, and he checked on that tooth that's been giving me issues. And that appointment went just about as I expected. I went in, I almost said vet tech. Oh my goodness. The dental tech nurse lady. You know, the person who sees you before the doctor. The rundown. She gave me an x-ray, which I expected, just to sit down, have an x-ray, and go, yeah, okay, and then move me on my merry way. So that's pretty much what happened. I got my x-ray. She's like, oh, give the doctor a minute. And so the doctor came in, looked at the x-ray, pointed at a dark splotch, and went, you have an infection here. And I'm like, gee, doc, to myself. I didn't say this out loud, but I said to myself, gee, doc, I never would have thought with all the facial swelling, 'cause my face did swell before I went in. So, yeah, he sent me out with some antibiotics and some stronger ibuprofen than I had got over the counter. Yeah. I was just making my way. Shoo fly. If I poke it, maybe it'll be injured and not come back. I'm sorry. So I'm making my way back to my gilded smithy, and mostly that's the same. I don't even think I've touched it since the last episode, but I have been doing some building off screen, so you'll see this little addition here. The backside, now that I'm looking at it through my phone, really could use, I don't know, more detail. But that's the backside. We'll call it the minecart depot. But if we make our way back over here, where I left off in my mining cave hole business, you'll see that I added the same sort of path patterny uh, amalgamation of cobblestone and stone path areas, as you would have noticed near my lava fountain, just because I think it gives a really nice used dirt aesthetic. I want to say, is that thing back again? It is. I'm sorry. I should have made sure he was gone before I started. I want to say that my mine shaft hasn't changed much, but it's kind of changed. I've added probably more details into the wall that I don't believe were there before. If I get around to editing these videos, maybe I'll actually throw in before and after pictures. But until then, we'll just have to take my word for it, or, scroll through my last episode and you can see what's different. I've made my steps a little more like steps, so I don't have to jump up. They're just slabs of stone, and I've added wood support beams and some fences to give that, mine cave built-in aesthetic. I'm gonna keep using that word. I built out a little bit to make it more like a strip mine, if you would see in a regular Minecraft survival playthrough, where you've got your ores and such, and they're just little dig outs. There's nothing over here, I swear. And then just down here, past this little support area, I've dug out a little bit more naturally looking cave areas. And the rest kind of looks, it's just a little bit more dug out. You can see I had cleared from around the iron that was here before, the coal that was here before. I've just made it look more like a cave slash mine area. I'll probably get around to doing more with this, throwing in some ores to the walls and some more support beams further along down the bottom there. Yeah, so after you leave the mine, you're gonna take the ore, the ore, coal, yeah. I can speak, man. It's been a long day. So you're gonna want to take that to the smithy and process your ore with coal in a furnace. And so I've made this little mine cart area where, I'll probably add some more decorations. It's basically a stone wall-ish area. I've kept in line with the smithy's basement where it's lit by lava, so there's not really too many torches or lanterns around. I've added some stone slabs and steps in different orientations, sorry, for some detail. Just some wall to give it some depth. And yeah, I'm sure there's a way, but I kind of wish these powered rails, like I used redstone blocks, but I wish there was more like, and I'm probably sure that there is a hidden way to make them powered rails, obviously. So this is that depot area next to the gilded smithy with more of that detail work of the path area. The front looks not too bad. As I was saying, the back looks pretty lame. But I tried to keep in line with the spruce wood and the oak roofing and some black stone, because that's bluer than deep slate. It's the only way I can tell the difference. Um, but yeah, I did add some barrels for storage and for the detail decoration. I'm gonna say detail too much today in this episode. Most of the barrels are empty, but during one of my other two takes, one being the long one with bad audio, and the second one, I actually only spent 9 minutes because I was kind of frustrated at that point and wasn't gonna bother putting any of that out. Let me know if you want to suffer through 26 minutes of me talking. And I was also tired that day, so it's not as put together. I put my signs up to keep me on track, and little secret, there's another sign. This one is to explain that I did some terraforming and that I do want some future building plans and today's topic. Today's topic, once I finish rambling, if I can get a good amount of get-go through this, I would say it's an intro, but it's been 13 minutes of an intro. And I'm going to be real meta because the recording time is obviously on my phone screen. So yeah, today's topic is minor inconveniences and minor goals, which are shorthand. You love that, right? Because there's so much room in the sign. You can see there's a comma. There's more to today's topic, and it didn't fit on the sign. So if you're familiar with Minecraft, you'll get that. So yeah, the signs to keep me on track, but also to distract me and make me lose train of thought. It's gone. I had more of what I was saying and just a minute ago. Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Anyway, so I did terraforming. Um, I was really fast through the first episode, but just back here, um, it will be a little bit different. The slope is a little bit more defined and steeper in that corner. It is also flattened out a little bit, and then this area in particular is a lot flatter and also taller. Before there used to be like a hole over here. I just flattened it all out for my future build plans. Down here next to this pond, probably in that corner, Um, I'm going to switch games from Minecraft. I am going to take inspiration from, drum roll, Skyrim, because that's another game I enjoy. But I haven't been able to play it since I no longer have a gaming computer, and I do plan on having a gaming computer in the future. Not really anytime soon, unfortunately. Um, but taking inspiration from Skyrim, I was thinking in the town of Riften, there is down by the sewer waterline area an alchemy shop, and I really enjoy that one. I don't know why it's like one of my favorite shops, and it's probably, and I do not sure if I'm remembering correctly, but it's a false memory that that's the one that you get the quest for the Nern root, and a lot of people find the Nern root sound annoying. But I just, every time I walk by one, I just go, Nern root, Nern root. But I don't think that's even the sound. It's been a while since I've played Skyrim. So, yeah, I was thinking probably around here and maybe a little bit built into this wall area, like an alchemy shop and maybe like make this islandish area a like an herbs or mushroom farm type garden thing. I don't know. I know there is a swamp just over there, so it's not a far stretch. And I might even, I don't know. It's a good safe area, I think, over here. I might fill in this little pond puddle, or maybe I can like if you know Minecraft, back to Minecraft. If you know Minecraft, they have those witches' huts on stilts. I might sort of build it up and into here. I don't know. We'll see. That's a future build for sure. But I do want to work on this build, which doesn't look like a build yet. Hey, look, guys, another sign. This sign won't make any sense to you guys. But it's circle diameters. So I'm gonna build a tower, and it's probably not gonna be a real tall tower. Um, it's definitely gonna be, I'd say, because that's a pretty tall building. Maybe 3 or 4 times taller than that. I'm not sure. I've never actually built a tower in Minecraft, but it's gonna be if I just elevate myself. Whoop, it's gonna be a circle. It looks square, diamondish, if you can see through the pigs. But that would be the center. And then it's 11 out from the center in each direction, going down. Boop. And then to build the circle each of those, from each of those, it'll be the center of the first number. And it's backwards, so 23 is the diameter of the bottom because it's on the bottom. And then 13 is going to be the middle, which sounds funny, but I'm thinking kind of like an hourglass shape for this tower. And then 19 would be the top, so it's not too top heavy. Um, and I'm thinking this might be a library, which sounds kind of strange. But I like libraries, and I think if you're going to be in a library, even though you're supposed to be reading books, that you're going to want to see, hello, that little fly. That little fly is bugging me. I'm sorry for my hand. I'm not sorry because I'm getting the fly. So yeah, when you're in a library, you're going to want to have a view. And I think this area, you see that weird terraform area or generation, world generation of a biome. Like that's a legit biome by itself. We'll go check it out for a second. It just gets weirder as we get closer. You see what I mean? There's something up with this world seed. Um, yeah, there's definitely something up with this world seed. But anyway, back on track. I think that that would be a really cool tower. So I'm not really sure how tall I'd want it to be. Where's my center dot? Here's my center dot. I mean, this would be really tall. And of course, between my different layers, I would need, um, ugh, I was trying to rub my eye and I rubbed the microphone. I apologize. This is less of a mess, but still a mess, comparatively to my first two takes of this episode. Um, Now I've lost track of what I was saying. Anyway, um, so now that I've walked through most of my signs, I wanted to get to today's topic, which would be minor inconveniences. And minor goals. I can't forget that. But we'll start with the complaining, just so I can get it out of the way. So minor inconveniences. And it's gonna be a little bit about work. So that's 1, 2, 6, 7. Um, Brain, hello. Count and talk. So, minor inconveniences about work today. Um, it was a mess when I got there, which it happens. I mean, I leave it in a mess when I work most days, just 'cause it's not like I'm bad at my job. I just fall behind, especially when things unexpectedly happen. Um, like one of the machines wasn't working that well, so I had to compensate for it. Was that 2 or 3? Shh. It was 3. So yeah, I had to compensate my time management. I'm touching the microphone because my hair is making my face itch. So yeah, I had to compensate my time management for the machine not working right. And then I had to deal with the ice machine not working. Did I even count this right? Please tell me I counted it right. How is that not right? Eh. Well, it looked right on the guide. I thought I could talk and build at the same time, but it turns out my circle isn't even right. And I don't know how to make circles, so I'm already screwed. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Intermission. While I count 1. I found my problem! This needs to move back a space. Ta-da! I fixed my problem, guys. Anyway, so the machine wasn't working right, so I had to compensate my time. And then from compensating my time, I was falling behind on other things. And then, as I was saying, the ice machine wasn't working. I lied to myself. It should be 7211. Or just 721. No, 7221. Yeah, no, I didn't lie to myself. I got it right. So anyway, because the ice machine wasn't working, I had to, well, I say we, because I wasn't the only one who had to make a trip down to the local water dispenser in town and get bags of ice. because you need ice to make drinks. Um, yeah, so that was minor inconvenience, and I didn't try to let it frustrate me, but it did make my brain think that I'm already dealing with these inconveniences. Let me just complain to my boss about every other inconvenience, which, you shouldn't complain about every other inconvenience just because you feel like it. Oh, I screwed myself. I didn't screw myself. I just want to keep center, but I didn't want to have to destroy my sign. So let me actually use this as a guide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, 5, 6. Yeah, so there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, minor inconveniences can get to me, and I shouldn't let them. Um, but it happens because, you can only have so much patience, and I try. I have more patience for the customers than I have patience for literally anything because I know the customers are gonna leave, and unless they're regulars, I'll probably never see them again. So I try not to let them bother me unless they're obnoxiously rude. And that's gonna happen, because if anyone's familiar with, customer service or the restaurant business or anything like that, there's gonna be those people. So I'm gonna use grass from the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the sixth one is my stone. So on the topic of minor goals, it was it was shower and laundry day, because we are anticipating a cold front. Stop. Can I count and speak at the same time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Apparently I can. I just don't trust myself. So it was shower and laundry day. So this side I'm only going to count 5, or I can do this like a smarty pants. And I counted that as my daily chores because I'm not great at doing chores every day like, I'm supposed to. But I do it. Wait, the sixth one is supposed to be the thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. I messed up. Okay, so the sixth one is supposed to be my stone block. Yeah, so we're anticipating a cold front, which doesn't happen very often around here, because we're in the middle of a desert. And because we're in the middle of a desert, we don't see snow often because we're, south and the desert. And because we're the south and the desert, we don't see snow very often. And I'm really keeping my fingers crossed because we're supposed to be in the 20s this weekend. So I'm hoping maybe we can get snow for Christmas. That'd be great. That'd be absolutely wonderful, but I'm not sure if we can actually get snow for Christmas. Because the last time we got snow in this town, it was 2017. So, a number of years ago, in the most mythical, magical of ways, conveniently, coincidentally, that's the one. Did it snow? Yeah, no, hold on. Finish my thought before I jump to another thought. I'm not panicking. I'm just processing. Oh, it's a block. I'm like, what's that shadow? I am processing. So, 2017 is coincidentally the year it snowed, the year we had a hurricane that forced me to move to a new town. And then in December, following the hurricane, it snowed. And I had not seen snow since I moved to a new state, being the one I'm in now. Some of you may know, some of you may not, especially if you're new to the channel. If you're new to the channel, that's great. I can't believe new people are at the channel. Eventually, I'm sure new people will come back and see this, but as of, talking to myself and posting this video, I don't have but 8 subscribers. But I know 8 subscribers is a good amount of subscribers. Did I mention I was going to be meta about, like, recording and stuff? Expect that. I am very unfiltered, actually. I shouldn't say that because I am filtered. I'm monitored. I'm keeping track of being PG at the very least. I hope. I say as I go back and watch the recording and be like, I shouldn't have said that. But I told myself I wasn't going to edit anything, so here I am posting everything that I just said. Anyways. So yeah, coincidentally, it snowed the same year I moved to a new town, but it did snow more recently, so I fibbed. It snowed more recently, 2 years ago, but it wasn't the same snow. It was actually really bad. How did that not line up? It's 2 by 2. How did this not line up? But that did. Oh. I'm a silly goose. Because I didn't do 5 on this side. Like this. Yeah, so it snowed more recently, but it wasn't anything like this first snow. The first snow was light and fluffy and stayed on the ground and looked pretty, but the snow more recently was not pretty and did not look good, and we lost power and water for like, I don't know, it was like at least a week and a half. It was pretty miserable. Um, to the point where like I was in my car to charge my phone and warm up because honestly we were not prepared. Like we were not prepared at all for that. Um, I promised that I would keep this episode short, so I finished my 2 circles and I talked a bunch. Not about a lot, but I talked a bunch. So I'm gonna try and end this here at the top of the middle section. I might make this taller, honestly, I'm not sure. Like, I want to reach a good viewing platform. If I go 6 more up from here, so if I count that one, no, if I just go up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 and over. If I make the roof, I think that'll be tall enough. I might make this taller just because I'm gonna have to transition the walls from here to there. I think the taller it goes, the easier that will be. Alright, well, as I was saying, I'm going to end this episode here. The next time I come by, this will probably be different, but, I mean, a lot has changed in this world since I played last. To recap, weird hole. I built these light poles, which serve no purpose, because I keep my creative world in daytime only. I built a little bit more around my mining area, the little mining depot and transport section from here to the gilded smithy. My mine shaft will be more decorated with ores and some other things. So I look forward, spooky, not spooky, but surprise gold. I look forward to catching you guys on the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this one. I know I went from rambling into, wow, I actually sound cohesive and put together, but it's the closing of this episode, so I might as well try at least to sound a little bit like a YouTuber. Um, so yeah, rambling aside, I do hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, give me a like, hit subscribe for more rambling and Minecraft business, 'cause I know you're here for that. I do plan on eventually, maybe a few Minecraft episodes in to switch things up a little bit. I do play other games. Another reason why it's taken me so long to record this second episode. Um, so yeah, comment me down below, see what you think about how my progress has been, any topic I've touched on, if you liked that, or if you have any comments on your minor inconveniences or your minor goals, simply getting things done that you need done, let me know and I will get back to you. I've been commenting and replying to you guys, as few as you are, but I appreciate each and every one of you. Alright, well, I'm gonna cut this off here. I appreciate you again. This has been Deviously Rebels, and I will see you on the next one. Later, guys, and keep it real.